Good morning, Carla. Glad you made it in today.
Good morning.
I hope you have some good news for me because I know you went on an interview at Hardee's.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It didn't go so good. I didn't get the job. Kind of bombed on the interview a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
I feel horrible because I really wanted that job at Hardee's badly, and I didn't get it. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we could work on is changing that negative to a positive.
Yeah.
Maybe next time when you have an interview and you find out a couple of days before the interview, maybe we could do like a mock interview where I played like a role play where I play the employer and I ask you a certain amount of questions or whatever.
Okay.
And we could work on some listening skills, some communication skills to assist you with that.
I might need that.
Yeah,
I might kind of need that. So, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Because, even the best of us, practice and go over, interview questions, we may, go over some questions in our head or, and practicing, interviewing, may reduce a little bit of anxiety that you may have.
Right,
going into the interview.
It might.
And you just gotta continue to put in the applications, continue to get interviews, because one of your treatment goals is working towards changing people, places, and things, and also gaining employment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
But I also have some things I need to discuss with you. Okay. Last session. You came to last session and it appeared that you were under the influence of something. So you remember after the session, we did a drug screen.
Yeah.
And that drug screen came back positive for heroin. So you actually was under the influence of heroin during our last session.
Okay. I'm gonna come clean. Okay. I ran to an old friend of mine. I did. And it's funny because I didn't think when I saw her, I was like, I didn't think it would, that she could influence me like she did, but she just was like here. And I was like, no, I ain't did that in a minute, and then next thing I knew, I tried it, but I didn't think it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it would show up because I had done like a few days prior to you give me the screen. It was really dirty though. I had something in there.
Yes, it tested positive. But see, this is the thing. That's one of your treatment goals. Working towards people, places, changing people, places, and things.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're going to have to work on is maybe creating you a relapse prevention plan. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Where we revisit maybe supports that you may have, maybe add some more support such as peer support services with the COVID-19 thing, maybe set you up with some online meetings.
Yeah. I do need
maybe implementing maybe some home mindfulness techniques, maybe some meditation. Okay. And also being as though you're enrolled in the MAT program at the CSB where you get your methadone, maybe look at getting reassessed for maybe a higher dosage.
Yeah, because I had talked to them about that too. I'm glad you said that because I did. I spoke to the nurse and I was like, I think I need to go up a little bit in my dose because I still feel like I'm having cravings sometimes. Like I still want it, and I didn't think I could, be influenced that easily when I used it the other week. But I'm just saying, like, I do feel like I need a dosage increase on my methadone. That's for sure.
Okay, that's something that we would definitely have to look into. So maybe getting reassessed for a dose increase. Okay. Maybe adding some more supports like NA. Online NA, maybe some telehealth therapy with Mr. Sawyer, who's a LPC here.
Okay. Yeah.
And also maybe some mindfulness techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And also the warm line. It's this warm line. It's called a warm line.
Uh-huh.
You can call them 24 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what they do? Like I mean, you
like if you're having thoughts about using, it's kind of it's an addition to peer support services.
Okay.
It will assist you with talking to someone.
Okay.
And also maybe setting you up with like a mentor here as well.
Oh.
Someone that can walk alongside you as you're going through your recovery, because the goal is to get you off of heroin. That's the goal.
Yes, gosh.
Yeah. So the relapse prevention plan. Now also, being as though you did test positive, we have to do a behavior plan for you.
Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. It's just an additional support.
Okay.
We need you to commit to really working towards trying not to use.
Oh, okay.
The behavior plan is pretty much for following the rules of the program. Okay. You definitely have to follow the rules, because this is a safe place.
Yeah.
And you using and coming to sessions, under the influence, it's not tolerated.
Okay.
So we definitely do a behavior plan. And also, we need you to commit to getting screens until everything is clear. We can have some consistency on your drug screens.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem though. I ain't use no more. I'm telling you, I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together.
Yeah, I mean your treatment goals are in place for you. I'm committed to providing you the best service, and I need you to be committed to working this plan, because we created this plan together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You came up with goals that you wanted to work on, and we worked these goals. We created these goals together.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
It will be beneficial for us to work together to get everything taken care of. To make sure that you have the best standard of care. Now, this particular person that you use with, now one of your goals is changing your people, places, and things.
I know, right? She's an old buddy from the neighborhood. I never thought that I would run into her. It was just so weird, because I hadn't seen her in like a long time. And I ran into her, and she just, we stood out there and talked for like a long time, and it's crazy, because when you run into people, like, you can tell them that you're in treatment, and it's almost like they try to pull you down, like they don't care. Like that went in one ear and out the other for her, and I should have been stronger. Though, and not used. I should have, but it was just, I couldn't help it. Like I said, I may need that dosage increase, because I was having cravings anyway, and then on top of somebody like offering it, then, I mean, that really, that just so I gotta do better.
So let me ask you this: during the past, when you would run into negative people and you were working your recovery, what are some things that you used that worked for you? What are some coping skills that you used that worked for you last time?
You know what I did last time? Well, one thing I did was I blocked everybody in my phone. I blocked a lot of those people in my phone. And I would not go to the same neighborhood. I know that they got it, and the people that I know, I wouldn't go to those neighborhoods. I would just keep it moving. It just so happened that I went into a store and I happened to run into her, and that's how that happened. But normally I just try to avoid those places. I know about the people, places, things, and I try my hardest to avoid it. In blocking numbers, that was the main thing that I did, and it helped. It helped, when I did it before. So I'm like, if it helped before, I know I can do it again. I know I can. I just gotta, pace myself and just get on the right track. And you're right, I did do these goals. I did tell you the goals that I wanted, and I gotta live up to that. I gotta work towards them. I gotta do better. But I do like that thing, warm line or something you said. I do like that, because I feel like need to be able to call someone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, Mr. Artie, I wake up,
Mm-hmm.
I wake up sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when I have these cravings the most.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said that they are available 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's great because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a sponsor right now.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: when you would wake up before in the middle of the night and have cravings, what did you do?
Well, that's just it. And prior to, I think maybe my dosage was okay at the clinic I went to before. I think maybe that it was all right. This clinic, says they didn't want to put me on too high of a dosage. They just wanted to kind of start me out to see, where I should be. But I didn't have the cravings quite as much as I did. I didn't really wake up in the middle of the night during the once before when I was in recovery. I didn't really wake up in the middle of the night with those cravings. So but this time I am.
Okay.
This go round I am.
So the relapse prevention plan, we're gonna work to put that into place.
Okay.
To maybe possibly see about a dosage change.
Okay.
But also, you may want to try to block this person again.
You're right. She did give me her number.
That may be something for you, or maybe even stepping out and frequent trying different places, going to different areas of the city. That maybe certain elements aren't around.
That's true.
Maybe one weekend catch the bus to the beach. And surround yourself with people, that are positive. I don't know what your religious preference is, but maybe reach out to some religious people, maybe a women's group, at a local church or online women's group, or something that empowers you to want to do something different.
Okay.
Definitely want to do something different. You definitely want to kind of separate yourself from that element, especially while you're in treatment, while you're trying to work on your recovery.
That's true. You're right. A women's group sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Would you happen to have like a list or anything, like or something?
I can definitely print out a list of women's group for you, and also that could be some homework for you. Once I print out the list, you make at least 3 contacts with these women groups, and get a person of contact that you spoke to, the hours of the group, and what days that they are having the groups. Now with the COVID-19 thing. You may have to do it online, so you may want to we can look into maybe assisting you with downloading Zoom.
Okay, because that would be good.
Or maybe Skype or whatever type
savvy.
of.
Okay.
Right. And also, like last time you were talking about how you feel about yourself sometimes and how you feel down sometimes and things of that nature. You are on social media. Take a selfie of yourself. And look at it on a day-to-day basis and say to yourself, I am someone. I am working towards being a better person.
I'll take some selfies now, Mr. Arthur. I will. I'll take some selfies. So that might be a good idea.
So let's recap.
All right.
Relapse prevention plan. Changing or adding more support, such as the warm line. Such as a sponsor, maybe.
Okay. I got a sponsor. I do.
Definitely looking into increasing your dosage, or at least getting you assessed for a dosage change.
Yes.
Also, working towards changing people, places, and things.
Okay.
Turning negatives into positives.
Okay.
Getting a copy of the women's empowerment groups or women groups, making at least 3 contacts with them, signing the behavior plan, basically committing or recommitting yourself to treatment. And also, agreeing to the drug screens.
Because I'm gonna be clean. I'm telling you, they're gonna be clean the next time. They'll be clean. I'm telling you.
Right, because what we, and if things should ever, spiral down again, we can also look into other things like maybe inpatient, maybe a detox, as a means, if this behavior keeps going on, we have to look into other methods to make you, get heroin free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it here, and all, and that's why I say I gotta work on me. I really do. I like that what you said about maybe like taking selfies. Like I said, I like to take selfies anyway, but to look at the pictures and just say, I am somebody, things like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. And what you call it, a mock interview, some type of interview?
Oh yeah.
Something like that?
To prepare you for the next interview.
Okay.
To kind of reduce maybe some anxiety that you may have.
And that I do need.
We could do like a mock interview where I ask you questions.
Okay.
And you give me answers. And then we process after it's over to see what maybe you could have done or what you could have answered to the question.
Okay.
Maybe just to help you, feel a little better, and maybe even work on some breathing techniques before you go into the interview.
Yeah.
Before you go into the interview, take some breathing techniques.
Yeah.
Some inhale positive, exhale negative.
I was anxious. I was so scared of an interview because I hadn't been on an interview in a minute,
right.
And then I think I probably came off a little too aggressive with the manager that was interviewing me. So
right.
that might help because I was shaking. I was just.
Well, to be honest with you, it is normal to feel a little anxiety when you're doing things that you're not used to doing. You got, you've been, looking back, you were using and you didn't have to work. You didn't have to, you didn't have that responsibility.
Right.
Now you're working to gain responsibility. So it's new territory for you. So, it's a little anxiety that can occur with that.
I'm trying to get out my sister and brother-in-laws and get away from it. Stop, depending on them. I don't want to keep having to depend on them. I want to be able to do for myself. I really do.
And see, one thing that I like to use is called choice therapy.
Okay.
It's where you're held accountable for your choices that you make. When you make positive choices, positive things happen. When you make negative choices, negative things happen. And you're making positive choices to agree to this relapse prevention plan, agree to the behavioral plan, and agree to the drug screens. And agreeing to everything that we just discussed.
Right. Right. Choice therapy. Okay.
And I can give you some information on it.
Okay.
We can print out and we can actually process some information on it next session.
Okay.
Also, I want to also ask you. And this is called the miracle question. Okay. If you went to sleep tonight, right?
Yeah.
And you woke up tomorrow morning and you were in total recovery. Everything that you wanted was in place. What would that look like?
Great. No, it would. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's a really good question. I would, it would look like I have my own place. Nice job. Made enough money to pay the bills, the rent, and in a healthy relationship.
When you said nice job, your face lit up. Explain to me what was going through your mind when you said nice job.
What's funny is that I always wanted to be a counselor. Actually, that's my ultimate goal is to be a counselor, and like what you do, I like that. I really like that. And when I think of a nice job, that's what I see is me being like a counselor, helping others. And I think that's why I'm always so interested whenever you say things like when you was talking about that mock interview, choice therapy, things like that. I become so interested in it because I don't know. I because it's something I want to do. That's something I want to do. So yeah, that's a nice job to me. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay. So. You do know that you could become a counselor as a peer. if you get enrolled in the peer services and you work the program, you could work to become a peer support specialist.
I didn't know
without having any degree.
I didn't know that. Okay, Mr. I need some information on that too.
That sounds good, right?
That sounds good. That sounds good.